Email politically incorrect at pi@cis.compuserve.com.
Okay, let's talk about juries for a moment, because, Paul, you certainly caused a firestorm of controversy recently when you said, basically, I think it was on 60 Minutes, that black juries could and should acquit black defendants even if they think they're guilty.
Of certain crimes, of victimless nonviolent crimes. I'm a former prosecutor, came to that position real reluctantly just because I think there are way too many people in jail, and especially too many black men in jail. 1 out of 3 young black men in this country is under criminal justice supervision. There's something wrong with that.
Yes, but is the right answer to knowingly acquit someone you think is guilty of the crime?
Well, again, it's part of our American legal tradition. Jurors are doing it right now, black jurors and white jurors. We, as a country, at least our legislators, have given up on rehabilitation. If letting some guilty people go, again, if they're not hurting anybody, if they're victimless nonviolent crimes, if that sends a message to the Congress that we want some rehabilitation, we're tired of this lock them up and throw away the key stuff, then what's wrong with it? Why not?
Well,
because it's a perversion of the system. I mean,
it's part of our system. It really
I
is.
find that shocking that you're a lawyer and that you would, believe that.
Well, I believe it because I am a lawyer and because I understand our American legal tradition. That's what our American Revolutionary War heroes did. They were tried by the British Crown for political crimes, and jurors would acquit them, even though they were absolutely 100% guilty. The reason why we
selling crack is not a political crime. It's just a crime.
But putting people in prison who have medical problems, that's a political solution. And it's the wrong solution. It just doesn't work.
And you trust jurors to make this distinction?
I trust jurors more than I trust a congressman.
Well, there's those of us who can remember where it was illegal for black people to do certain things, to be with a white woman or to vote or whatever. And I would imagine if I were on a jury then, I might say, to hell with that. That sounds like a bunch of crap. I'm not going to vote him guilty. But just to, on the face of it, a criminal coming in, committing a crime he clearly committed, I guess the freemen, who are hiding away right now are doing their own form of jury nullification. They just want to nullify the Constitution. And
but eventually they will not get away with it.
But
But he's saying let juries send a message. I think that's an awful dangerous proposition to put in the hands of the juries.
But that's your right as a citizen to send that message. I mean, you can sit on a jury and you can pretty much do damn well what you please.
Exactly.
If you see fit.
But jurors do the right thing. I've prosecuted hundreds of cases, and I wouldn't advocate this position unless I had a lot of confidence in jurors. I do.
But no one
doesn't the jury system automatically eliminate a lot of intelligent people because they know how to get out of it? So then you're left with a bunch of people who, and this is who you're trusting
That old notion,
I don't agree with that.
That old notion that intelligent people don't sit on juries seem to come about when minorities and others answer the call to jury duties because they registered to vote and suddenly became members of these juries, and suddenly these juries are considered to be ignorant. And that's bull.
Right.
Well, I'm not being facetious, but I think that, I think the point is that you're talking about...
You're actually doing Norm Crosby's act, is what you were doing.
No, I'm just saying that, you're having a jury, making a decision, for the whole society, and it's not being based on the law, and I'm just saying...
But I think that's unfair to say that they're ignorant because they couldn't get out of jury.
No, but I'm saying a lot of people...
I think one would argue the ignorant thing is to get out of jury.
A lot of really busy people who work a lot get out of jury duty because they can, and they...
Well, I had 3 of the OJ jurors on, and I treated them with great respect and said I thought that they were intelligent and that they made their decision based on the evidence and not on the rate. And I got a ton of letters saying what an idiot I was. But I'm sorry. Maybe I'm an idiot.
I wrote one.
John?
It wasn't about that show. It was just
Shut up. But, I mean, I happen to have, I think people who wind up on a jury probably do the right thing or want to do the right thing more than people think. I think probably in fact, even on the O.J. case, they really tried to follow. They were so dumb, they actually followed what the law told them to do, and the prosecution presented such a crappy case that they had to do what they did. But
well, I'm just saying that.
But he is suggesting
that they not follow the law.
That they send a message, and that is very wrong. That's what Johnny Cochran said, send a message.
Well,
that is not what a jury is
in a violent
supposed to
case,
do.
it's wrong. But what about the assisted suicide cases, Dr. Kevorkian? Those jurors knew he was guilty, and they acquitted him. Who was the movie star who was being stalked by someone, and he punched the guy in the face, a photographer?
Alec Baldwin, yes.
Jury said not guilty. He was obviously guilty. Again, when jurors think the law is being unfairly applied, they have the right to vote not guilty.
Okay, that's a good point. We have to take a break.